Hey there, Leo, Sun Leo, Moon Leo, Rising. Welcome to your reading for the month of September. We're going to use a variation on the Celtic cross to take a look at it. I will walk you through it as I do it. So we'll do that, and then we'll take a look. We'll pull a few cards for that full moon that is happening on the 30th of this month. And then... Okay, so here, let's start with this. This right here, is that the Ace? Yes, the Ace of Pentacles. This is the energy that you should currently find yourself in. That's that seed of intention, right? And so then we have the what you're going to focus on. What is your subconscious working on? Your subconscious is trying to bring something really into a balance. This is the energy that you're leaving August with. This is your challenge, and this is your opportunity. And this is the energy of the week of the 1st through the 9th and the 10th through the 16th. I'm going to actually, when I get done, I'm going to reset, and then we're going to pull cards for the rest of the month, and that will come out for your mid-month reading. So this is the energy of that you have your superpower in right now to work with. This is the advice. You are getting 2 advice cards, and we have, overall energy. That's rough. And then we're going to see where this all takes us. So when I do the second half, if you hit the subscribe and you hit the notification bell, you'll know when that's uploaded and ready to be viewed. But we'll look at the next 2 moons. We have a new moon in Pisces. In Virgo in the middle of the month, and at the end of the month we have a full moon in Aries. So overall energy, you have the 3 of Swords. So just give me a second here because I want to feel what this energy is. So this full moon that we're having here in Pisces is all about the heart coherence energy, and it's definitely about aligning our thoughts with the direction we want to go. And you have a lot of 2s here also. 1, 2, the Lover's choice. You have a major choice happening, huge. Okay. With this 3 of Swords, this feels like thoughts. And thoughts are magical, right? There's a crow sitting on there. And so when you have the 3 of Swords, you're like, that doesn't feel very magical. But it feels like the thing that's magical about thoughts is what you continually think about. That's what you manifest and you bring into your life. And it feels like, because this is an empty heart cage, right? And so it feels as though these feel like thoughts or words that have wounded, but it's left this space in the heart that's the structure of the heart. And I feel like it's already bled out. Like whatever it was for your underlying, this isn't something you don't know about. This is something that's been ongoing, and it feels like the piercing of the heart multiple times, but it's thoughts, it's other people's words. But we have the crow of magic that's coming in to help transform this with the seasonal change that is happening on the 23rd at 2:50 a.m. Eastern Time Zone in the U.S. So, with that, we have another 2. We have the High Priestess. This is the Owl of Wisdom. And so for this to come with this, we have this beautiful Venus and Mars on here being depicted along with the moon. Venus and Mars, the cosmic lovers. Venus being in your sign currently, Mars now in Libra. They are going to move between now and the 28th, and I try to stay out of the astrology too much, but it feels important here. They are moving, holding hands, making choices and decisions about how to move forward, right? And so this Mars, it's the cosmic lovers, but this doesn't mean necessarily in a relationship with someone else, although it could mean that, right? What it could mean also is this is you aligning your actions you're going to take. Mars being in Libra, which is about balancing the energy in a relationship, but it's also your thoughts, and because it's an air sign. And then he's going to move into Scorpio, where he's going to go a little deeper and want to create, it's a fixed sign, so wanting to create emotional stability there, while Venus moves into Virgo, where she's being the strategist. And so it's this very heart energy. And so it is getting your head and your heart in alignment, making choices and decisions about what actions to take, that you're moving in an alignment that creates this harmony and this balance in your life that you're seeking out right now. And so with this heartache came a lot of wisdom and knowledge. You learned something. And the lessons that we learn the hard way are the ones that stick, right? They're the ones that stick. If it's easy, then we don't really remember it. But when it's hard, we really get it. And so there was something that was difficult that brought a big lesson with it for you. I want to see if you can see these. Turn this down just a smidge. Okay, I might cut off my head, but that's all right. I'd rather you see the cards. So here's this new place you're finding yourself in, but it's this intuitively because see, it's hot in the antlers. And so this is very grounded energy. This is the Virgo energy. We're totally in Virgo season, right? And so there's this very grounded energy of, I want to move forward. I want to do something differently. I want to find a new way. I want to plant my seed of intention. And that new moon that we have coming up in the middle of the month is definitely going to be an aid and assistance in doing that. But first we have this full moon. And this full moon is a big emotional release that allows us to move forward with a sense of self-worth and self-esteem. That full moon that is coming up, while that is happening, we have Venus. Venus is still retrograde at the time, but she's at 12 degrees. And on the 3rd, so the 30th is the full moon. On the 3rd of September, she stations direct. She's in your sign. She's been working really hard with you guys. And she's moving closer and closer to this energy of Juno. This would be like Hera. This is the goddess that was, Jupiter, Zeus, whoever you want to look at. Partner, and he was a little bit of he had a wandering eye and stuff, and she had to learn how to not let her self-value be tied up with his actions. Instead, believe in herself and trust in herself. And so with this energy going on right now in your sign, the retrograde period's almost over, and Venus at 12 degrees has a lot to say. Venus at 12 degrees is, where did I write it? Venus at 12 degrees. Venus at 12 degrees is about selflessly loving yourself. Being there for yourself. Not in a selfish, narcissistic way, but instead being willing to release and let go of things that stop you, block you from nurturing and taking care of your own self. And so there's a lot of that energy coming in with this Pisces moon. Now, I am going to get more into what the moon is doing in the astrology over on Facebook, so I do invite you to come over for that. I also have another channel that I'm getting ready to start really getting into astrology, so I'm trying to keep it out of here, but it's hard for me because I'm really an astrologer who does tarot. So here you have this pentacle here, this idea, the seed that needs to be nurtured, and so this is you finding value in yourself and this idea and knowing intuitively that this is the way to go. And you're coming off of this rest and recuperation through August. So hopefully you took some downtime. Maybe you wanted to take it, or maybe not. Maybe you were sick and not feeling well. Maybe you've just really been, from the 3 you get to the 4. And so it's the healing process. So you've been in this healing process, however that showed up for you. Listening to yourself when you need to shut up the world, get out of here. This isn't for you. I need some space. I hope you took it. That you didn't push really hard, right? So it's about you finding that space for yourself. There's a lot of energy this month about us being the calmness, the calm in the eye of the storm. There's a lot of chaos swirling around, but as the planets start moving more and more direct, the personal planets. And by the end of September, all the personal planets are moving forward. They're still in shadows, but they're moving forward, and everything else is retrograding. And so there's all this chaos and this review and revising and all this stuff, noise. It feels like noise and chaos out there. But inside, And that's why this heart coherence. So really it's about putting your hand on your heart and really focusing on the heart space. There's a little brain in your heart that works with your head. And so this will really help you. And then exhaling, letting the air out. And then when you inhale like to count of 2, 3, 4, whatever. But when you exhale for longer than you inhaled. And focus on the joy that you want in your life, or the gratitude for what you have in your life, or the unconditional love for yourself, or this forgiveness, this acceptance of the fact that people are human and they do human things, and we don't always like it and it doesn't always feel good, but releasing yourself of carrying any of that burden around with you. What's nice about this heart is it's not carrying a weight in it, right? So there's been a lot of release. So what is your subconsciously, you're working to create the balance. Here we have this Justice card, this Libra card. It's perfect. Mars is in Libra right now, and it's helping us to find this balance. It takes steps that are, and so your subconscious is already trying to figure out how to move from healing into balance. And you are consciously working on this, because here we have the Lovers, the card of choice. But these are, you can't really see because of the lighting and stuff, but these two bald eagles, the way they got their little faces together, they're creating a little heart space between us. And so there is, this could again be your conscious and your subconscious working together. This could be you and a partner working together. This could be receiving and giving in a very balanced way, but there is something about the choices and the decisions you make that affect not only you but others around you. And so there you are taking into account a lot of other things that are going on around you. But here, there's all this energy of choice and decision making. This is Gemini, this is Libra. 4 Swords is Libra. So there's this energy about really needing to bring yourself in to balance, finding that harmony. So the challenge for you is that all the chaos. We have the 5 of Wands. Look, this is the energy, right? It's all swirling around, but here in the center, with that new moon that comes up in the middle of the month, finding that center, that quiet, the 13th, 14th, and 15th, pull your energy in. Don't make a lot of plans. Allow yourself that downtime. When there is a new moon, we aren't very high energy anyway. And for you, it looks like you're in a healing process. And so that's important that you look at things and you find the balance. Because what is your superpower right now? You have the 2 of Pentacles. It is about finding the balance. A little, a little, a little. And so you're in this balancing act. You are subconsciously doing it. And it is your superpower. And so, your willingness to say, hey, I need some fun today. Great. I thought I was going to want to have fun, but I think I need to stay home now. And honoring what it is that you are feeling is how you're going to navigate through this energy this month. But look, your opportunity is this Ace of Cups. It is an octopus or a squid. Hard to say. It's got all these little suction cups, but it's hanging on to this little cup. This is you filling up your own cup. And there's all these limbs, right? There's all of these things, but there's the little suction cups there. They also they pick up so much from their environment. They know stuff. They are informed through what they feel, and so your opportunity is to be informed through what you feel that fills your cup back up with joy. And there's a tidal wave going on in there. And so I feel like there's a bit of a storm, right? There's a bit of a storm. That's a challenge. But you can feel your way into the calm. It also looks like, if you catch a wave and you surf it, right? You have the opportunity to surf through your emotions while you're filling up this space for yourself, this self-love, this nurturing. So, week 1, 1st through the 9th, we have the 9 of Wands. We have this monkey with all these things to do, swinging from branch to branch to branch. It's this chaos that's going on. There's a lot happening right now. What's really weird about this energy is that there's a lot happening, but so many planets are in retrograde. It's very overwhelming, and yet you feel like you're not getting anywhere. Like, I'm doing all this stuff. I'm super busy. I have all these things. I do not sit down. I do not rest, and yet nothing seems to be done. right? That's the energy everybody's going through right now. My nose is really itching from that. That is the energy that we are going through right now. It's kind of like trying to slog up a hill in moist, deep mud. It's like, I got to get there. I got all this stuff to do. Look at all this. And yet I can't seem to get anywhere. So this first week here in the United States, it's a holiday weekend. So I do encourage you to try to take advantage of it, because nothing's moving very fast, and so all that stuff is still going to be waiting for you. So again, intuitively knowing how to find your own balance. And then we have another 2. Okay, so we had the High Priestess as a 2. We've got the 2 of Pentacles as your superpower. We've got the knowledge and the wisdom that you've gained along the way. We've got this balancing act here of Justice, which is really a 2, right? The 11, it's a 2. And then we have this choice and decision making, these 2. Lots of 2s. Lots about this month is for you, finding the balance. And so here we have the knowledge and the wisdom that you've gained along the way, tapping into that to make a choice and decision. 2 of Wands. It's got this little crystal, but it's your truth, because that crystal's blue. So what is true for you? What feels right to you? What have you learned along the way? So the week leading up to that new moon in Virgo, the 10th through the 16th, because the new moon is on the 14th. That energy right there is definitely about pulling your energy in and assessing through your intuition what it is that you want to choose to do next. So the energy of choice is all around you, right? So your action to take, you got 2. You have what would be the King of Swords, the Spirit of Swords here. This Panther is in the bushes, right? And it works in the nighttime. It works in the dark. And then so this is the knowledge and the wisdom, this again, of knowing what it is that you want and having the clarity come through. And so they're telling me you will find the answers you seek within. It's not out there. It's not in the chaos. It's in the center of who you are. So every day, that heart coherence practice, do that. Do it when you're stressed. Do it as a morning ritual to set your intentions for the day. And do it at the nighttime to release and to calm and to find a way to get a good night's sleep. Because I think that in the dark of the night, in the sleep and in the rest, there's a lot of rejuvenation. There's a lot of healing that happens. But I also think that solutions are found there. Our brain can work through things and will allow you to navigate this energy. Because you have the 10 of Pentacles. This is the action to take, is to consider what is the legacy that you're leaving? Where do you want to put your energy down? Look, he's sitting. He's not standing. He's also playing. He's playing with those pentacles like they're fun. Like they're balls or something, right? And so he looks like he's smiling. And so the advice is to also legacy. They don't have more elephants here, but it would be like enjoy your family and friends. You might really want to get together, especially over the holiday. But only if you're up to it, right? Do not push yourself to do things because everybody expects you to be there. You have to take care of yourself, please. It's so funny because look at that big pentacle that he's holding there. It's that seed in that idea. And the trunk is very much about using your intuition, about where you're going to put it down, where you're going to use this energy. So a pentacle is a resource. It can be knowledge, it could be wisdom, it could be money, it could be a skill or a gift that you have, it could be material goods that you own. It could be emotional energy. It is a resource that you have. And so when you have the 10 of Pentacles, they're really saying using it wisely to build something that's got long lasting, and this King of Swords, I mean, he knows. He has the clarity. He sees the bigger picture. All right, let's take a look at that full moon. The full moon on the 30th. We're going to look at that full moon on the 30th and see where that takes you. When I do want to do both of them. No. All right, so when I do the second half, so be sure to check out the second half. So hit that notification bell right now, and thanks for the thumbs up if you've done that. I really appreciate that. I'm going to cover the second half of the month, and with that, we'll look at that new moon in Pisces, and we'll look at the full moon in Aries. And because if I do that right now, then this reading will be way too long. You have the Council of the Animals. A pantheon of animal spirits revolve around a boy playing the flute. This is fertility. This is the seed and the idea. This is you. This is your truth. This is your truth. So, who is your spirit animal? If you have one, I would definitely try to work with that energy. But just to let you know, on here we've got the deer, which would be very calm. We've got a wolf, which tells me you're guided and protected. Ooh, there is a salamander, which means a fire sign. For fire signs, that's you're safe and you're protected as you navigate. We've got a hummingbird. They beat 55 beats per minute, which is about the same as the heart space. So again, the heart coherence coming in. There's so many animals on here, it's kind of hard to see them all in here. That looks like a peacock feather. Ooh, and then there's the eagle. I see the eagle, right? And you have the eagle that showed up here. And so that eagle with this King of Swords energy is definitely about taking the higher perspective to be able to figure out what it is that you're going to do. And so it's sitting here with this full moon behind it, which I really love, right? And so you have the opportunity here with this full moon to really tap into how do you follow the beat of your own drum? How do you create the song that creates the existence of what you want to live in? What is your truth? Really nice. Ooh, I just saw 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All right. So with this full moon, you have the Enchanted Fern Grotto, which is very much like just finding that space, that quiet space away. Like I said, the 13th, the 14th, the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th, taking that time out. That's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's a lot easier to do that than if it fell on a weekend, right? Use that for this purification process, allowing things to leave your life that need to leave your life. And the Fern Grotto has that's a lot of growth in there, but there's also safety and security. It very much looks like this. Ooh, those are leaves. Those are dragonflies all over. I didn't realize that. He's peeking out of a bunch of spiritual energy there. Very similar to this. When I was a kid, I used to play in the woods, and you could lay down in the ferns and nobody could find you. I know. It's my favorite hiding space. Unless they accidentally walked right over you. They didn't see me. I got tripped on once. That didn't work. Okay. Also, what is she holding there? She's got a little orb, but it looks like it has like a unicorn in it. So what is your unique dream and your unique goal? That you want to keep. There's a need to go ahead and let go of the things that don't work for you, but I think you need space. Oh, look at that. We were talking about the 222, and here it shows up, 22. Take note. Your answers are being given to you. They are being given to you. They're being given to you inside of you, right? Inside of you. Quieting external voices and excess noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. There's some kind of choice or decision. You're at some kind of a choice point in your life right now. And what other people think, what they say, what they feel, whatever, that That's external noise. This isn't where you run from friend to friend to parent to child to neighbor to whatever, or coworkers, and try to get their advice, because you already know the answer. You already have it inside of you. And it's really important that you make space to hear your own sound, your own heartbeat, your own, listen to the wisdom that you have already gained. You already gained this. And so the challenge is, can you be the calm, the eye of the storm in the chaos? Create that space for you. And honestly, I think that, maybe it's easier at night before you go to bed to just bring it all down. And part of the beauty of having Neptune and Pisces opposing this energy, well, actually Neptune and Pisces is, anyway, it's a part of a kite, and it's about where to focus, and it's where to focus on the dreams and the goals of what we have that is going on. And so using that energy to really focus on what is your dream, and don't put limits on it. Right now is a time where we don't put limits on ourselves, where we don't think that the chains of the past can hold us down, where we actually can maybe not see the future, but we can believe that we can create the future that we want. And so this is your opportunity. So use this space for that. All right, Leo, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, be sure to hit the notification bell and the subscribe, because I'm going to continue this reading. We're going to leave these cards on the table, and then I'm going to pull some for the last couple of weeks, and then we'll also pull cards for those next 2 lunations to wrap up the month. And so I look forward to seeing you back here. You guys take great care. Be really good to yourselves. I'm over on Facebook if you want more about the daily energies, and I will see you soon. Oh my God, I almost forgot, and you're probably already gone. But if you leave a comment, you'll be in a drawing for a monthly reading that I will do for one person that leaves a comment on my videos for the month. All right, take care.